Zdravo, ja sam Koen, and today I'm going to review the entry of Serbia at Eurovision 2022, Constracta, with the song Incorpora Sano. Serbia chose their Eurovision entry this year with the national final Pesma za Eurovision, and the songs that I've seen people talk about most were Muscacina by Sarajevo, Zoria by Zoria, and Incorpora Sano by Constracta, who won in the end. The song Incorpora Sano has a pretty deep meaning. It's a pretty complicated song, which I didn't get at first, but thanks to this Twitter thread by the Twitter user I'm Stefan, I understood it a bit more. So I'll try to explain it as well as he did, and if not, please check out his Twitter thread. The song is about how artists in Serbia aren't eligible for proper healthcare. Constracta lost a close friend of hers to leukemia, and that friend of hers was also an artist, so it's kind of a protest song against this system. The song starts with the Latin phrase mens enfermos in corpore sano, which means a sick mind in a healthy body, but it's played in reverse. Constracta then asks the question, how do you get such beautiful hair as Meghan Markle? To then explain that someone's appearance shows everything about someone's health, which isn't actually true, of course, but it kind of plays with the idea that, for example, when women go out without makeup for the first time, people often ask them like, are you feeling okay? Are you feeling well? You look sick. And they're just like, no, I'm just not wearing makeup. It's kind of that idea, to my understanding. Like, your appearance doesn't need to say anything about your health. Like, you can look beautiful but still not feel good, you know? An artist has to be healthy. They look good, they're not ugly, so they're healthy, right? The song is basically protesting and criticizing things like step counters and how people see those as crucial things for your health, while they're actually not really that crucial. And in the third verse, she's asking a higher force to make sure that she stays healthy, because she has to. Artists don't get health insurance in Serbia, which also means that you can't be monitored. So she's actually kind of invisible, which feels like magic. It's magical, right? Then in the end, Constracta ends with an artist could be healthy instead of has to be healthy. Like, an artist can be healthy. They don't have to be. If they look good, they can be healthy if they look good. The song finishes with the song title and Latin phrase in corpore sano, which means a healthy body, but then also finishes with different Latin phrases: a sick mind in a healthy body, a sad soul in a healthy body, a desperate mind in a healthy body. What do we do now? Because what do we do now? The body is healthy, but the mind isn't. Hopefully that kind of explained it well enough to you. Hopefully I did. If not, please check out that Twitter thread. I'll link it somewhere in the comments. I really like Serbia's entry this year. It's very different from what they sent last year, and basically very different from anything they've sent to Eurovision ever. It's original, it's a protest song, and it's very intriguing. Like, the first time I listened to this song and I saw the live performance, I was immediately intrigued because I wanted to know what this song was about. It's also so catchy, like the biti zdrava parts, like immediately an earworm. It immediately stays in your head. It doesn't leave your head, which is a good thing at Eurovision, of course. I also really like Muscacina, but I'm very happy with Incorpora Sano winning the Serbian national final. I have to say though, I don't like the fact that there are people who are saying that Serbia's entry is a joke entry, because it's obviously not. Now that I've explained this to you, you know that it's not. There are still some people that still think, after hearing that explanation, that it's a joke entry. It's not. It's a protest song with performance art. Like, I'm sorry, if you think this is a joke entry, like this is all meant in a funny way, after also hearing this explanation, you have a very simple mind. That's my opinion. Or should I say, est simplex animus in corpore sano, because that's what I think. Though, I have to say that Constracta does know how to have fun with the performance. Like, if you looked at her Israel Calling performance, I Have a Soap, you know, if you know what I'm talking about, we can be friends. Or when she, after her performance, said, I should take this, I stole these from a hotel. I love this woman. I think she's very iconic. Also, the fact that she has to buy a chair every time she's in a different country or city performing this song is also funny and again iconic. I have been wondering though, is Constracta going to wash her hands in a little tub again on the stage, or is she going to wash her hands in the water of the Eurovision stage this year? Like, I feel like she needs to do something with that water of that stage. Like, it's literally made for her, is what it feels like. Look, the thing about Serbia's entry this year is that it's a contemporary performance, and a contemporary song, it's performance art. And I feel like that's sometimes a bit risky at Eurovision because, for example, look at Portugal 2019. A lot of people loved it. It was very contemporary. A lot of Eurofans loved it and were sure of it qualifying, but they didn't. I could see the same happening to Serbia, if I'm honest, because I'm not too sure if it's going to immediately click with the European audience. Like, how are they going to get the message across? Obviously, in the Serbian national final, the message was already clear for the Serbian people who voted for the song, but how are you going to do that for the European audience? Like, are they going to use subtitles? Are they not going to try to translate it at all? Like, I'm very curious to see how that will happen, because I feel like the average viewer is just going to hear Meghan Markle named a few times in the beginning of the song and then see someone washing her hands on stage and not really make that click or get the performance, you know? The Biti Zdrava part, I think, will be very catchy and people will immediately sing along with that without even knowing what it means. I also kind of feel like maybe people will see this as a post-COVID song with Constracta washing her hands. I don't know, something like that. I see Serbia qualifying, but I am saying this with caution because of how contemporary acts like this sometimes don't really do that well at Eurovision, even though they're expected to do well, you know? But for now, I would say qualifier because it's such an original song and performance, and well, basically the whole package is very original and there's literally no other entry like that this year at Eurovision. Also, I'm sorry I have to bring politics into this, but I am going to have to. I think we all know about the pro-Putin protests in Serbia, and I feel like that could make some people hesitate to vote for Serbia. Yet, I have to say that this is what Constracta's national final performance looked like. I have to say that I'm pretty sure that Constracta is pro-Ukraine. Looking at how well thought through her performance and song are, I don't think this is a coincidence. So I'm happy because I support Ukraine. I stand with Ukraine, and I think everyone participating in Eurovision is. But do you get what I mean? I think people could hesitate by voting for this because of the big pro-Putin protests in Serbia. So to conclude, I really like Serbia's entry this year. I think it's really cool that Serbia is sending such an original, contemporary and out-of-the-box song to Eurovision with a really important message. I really hope that Serbia will do well. I think they can do well. They're also participating in the second semifinal, which is the week semifinal of this year, which is very advantageous for a song like this because then there's more of a chance of a contemporary act to qualify, I think. Right now, I would say that Serbia is a qualifier. I don't think that's an unrealistic scenario. It's also just really catchy, so I do think that the televote will love this song more than the jury vote, but who knows. And that's about all for now. What do you think of the song of Serbia this year? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully until next time. Do widzenia.